Alright everyone, welcome to today's recap. I hope you all are doing well and staying blessed. If you guys are new here, my name is Jeremiah and I'm a small cap day trader. Today is a green day. It is a cold market, so I'm happy for a green day. And without further ado, let's jump right into my trade. So I traded two stocks. The first stock I traded was ARTL. This is a US company. It has a float of 700,000 shares, so really low float. And it is a healthcare company. It did have news about a glaucoma study collaboration. I don't know what that means, but apparently it was well received. So this first trade I took here was the break over this 1 minute pivot. I got a late entry. I was thinking about taking it a bit earlier for the break over 50. I think I was thinking about it right here. Or maybe it was off the 90 EMA. I don't remember where exactly I was thinking about it, but I think it was around 20. I think it was around 20. I'm very groggy at this point. I just woke up. I woke up late today at 7. But I think I was thinking about it here. I started to think about the breakthrough 50 right here, the breakthrough 50, and then the breakthrough this pivot. So I just unlocked my trading because I was thinking about that. I usually don't unlock my trading until I'm ready to take a trade. But I wanted to get ready here thinking about the break over this pivot and the breakthrough 50. So we start creeping up to 50 there. And I do think it takes the next candle to open. It does take the next candle to open for us to break over that pivot. So we go right up to, I think it was just about 50 there almost. And then I get in at 53. Stop would be technically at 50. And then I got a good fill there at 85. So that was a good trade and I'm happy with that. I could have technically held it a little bit longer. I jumped in on that dip right there. 3 cents above where I sold last. This one was riskier. This is a breakthrough 8, which I knew that, but I didn't actually decide to sell on this, so I took a loss on it. I should have sold sooner. It wasn't working. It already rejected 8. So I ended up selling this one for a bit of a loss, but it was alright. And then of course, starts to go back up a little bit. Oh, actually, not really. So the next trade I took was on BATL. It was a dip there, going for the dip and the rip. I got a pretty good fill actually. But this ended up not working in my favor. So I ended up selling it. Yeah, faked me out there, a little bit scary. It does end up going a little bit higher without me, which I'm okay with because I felt that I should offset my risk rather than hold and hope. The flow on this stock is 8.1 million shares. It's an energy stock, which has been trending as of this these times of war. So not bad. So my next trade was once again here on ARTL. This was also the break over this 1 minute pivot. I had drawn that line out so I could see what price I was looking for. And so it started to curl up there. We also had 50 as support. Well, not support, but just a level there where I could hold my stop. So it'd be a 10-cent stop. So it dips down for a second here. And then it starts to go. And I sold it because it seemed like we were running into resistance a little bit there. I was hoping for it to break through immediately, which is not what we got. And it ended up dumping after that. So I'm thankful I got out. I hope anybody else who was in there got out too. So I ended up taking another trade here on BATL. This was also anticipating the break over this 1 minute pivot. And I got a pretty good entry there at the almost not the low, but like at the open of this candle. And we had 90 EMA as support, so I felt comfortable taking that. And it popped up there, and I decided to take profit a little bit quicker. I got filled at 38, which, I mean, the price was at 30 or 41 when I sold. But anyways, I'll take 8 cents of profit per share. Not bad. So I took another trade here on BATL. As it finally broke above that pivot, and I was looking away, I think. Or nope, I actually saw it happen. There was a breakthrough 50 right there. You could have gone for that and got pretty good resolution right after that. So back at 50, possible dip there. However, I did actually get in on that dip, but I got a terrible fill. Which, I'm not going to complain because it could always be worse. So that ended up being a little break-even trade because I was looking for instant resolution, which we did not get, and I'm okay with that. I think it did reject after this. Yeah, so it went back below that level, but it did actually come back up. So if you got in on that one, there was 20 cents of profit there. We had 9 EMA support. That wouldn't have been a bad trade at all, but that's not one of the setups I am taking in this colder market. And so this one, this is not a trade I took, but I was kind of kicking myself for not taking it. It was the break through this daily level, but I know this is not a setup I am supposed to be taking in a cold market. The hive day setups have not served me well as of the cold market. And usually it's just been to FOMO, but this one would have been a little more reasonable since it wasn't already just pulling away. And I could have FOMO'd in here, but I'm proud to say that I didn't FOMO in because I probably would have lost. You know what? I actually probably could have made money, but that's not the point. The point is that I didn't FOMO in, which is something I have struggled with recently. So this ended up coming back down, I believe. I got in on a dip there. This actually ended up being the one candle that didn't work. And I got a fill there at 15. So it is what it is. Small loser, negligible, 25 cents. Not the end of the world at all. Anyways, that ended up being it for the rest of the day. I didn't take any more trades. The grand P&L was $2.11. So sort of chipping away at that loss from yesterday. About like 1/3, almost like half, but a little bit less than half of the way back to recouping that loss. In any case, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all are staying green and staying disciplined. It's a cold market, so take it slow, manage your risk. And with that, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.